What's up, you guys? Welcome back to the Chosen Few channel. I'm your host, Matthew Daniels, the writer, author, scribe, and bookworm. But I'm not just a bookworm world, I'm the real bookworm. Make sure you get it right. And as always, may your name live on forever, and may your memory never die. Y'all saw the title. Today, we're going to be talking about interesting moments in the life of Frances Batson. Interesting moments in the life of Frances Batson, a woman who unfortunately was born enslaved. Now, in order for us to do this, we're going to be going to the federal slave narratives of the state of Tennessee. Okay, we're going to the federal slave narratives of the state of Tennessee, and we're going to read the account, the first-hand account that Miss Frances Batson left about her, the time that she spent enslaved. May her name live on forever, and may her memory never die. Now, there's a few things inside of this story that I want to point out to y'all that I think is interesting. So, it begins. I don't know just how old I am. I was born here in Nashville during slavery. I must be way past 90, for I remember the Yankee soldiers well. The childrens called them the Blue Mans. My white folks was named Crockett. Dr. Crockett was our master, but I don't remember him myself. He died when I was small. My master was mean to my mama when her older children would run away. My older brother went to war with my master. So she's starting off telling you, first of all, she was born in Tennessee, and she was born to a very, very, very harsh owner or harsh master. And she is saying that her some of her other siblings would often try to run away, and because of that, the master was extremely mean to her mother. Look what she goes on to say. My younger brother ran away. They caught him, took him home, and whipped him. He ran away and was never found. So her younger brother ran away. They caught him, brought him back, whooped him, beat him, and after he recovered, he ran away again. And she's saying that he was never found again after that. But check this out, family. If you look down a little bit in the letter, she goes on to say that after the Civil War, she says that after freedom, my brother and a Yankee soldier come in a wagon and get us. My white folks said, I don't see why you is taking they's children's. My brother said, we is free now. So imagine how powerful that is, family. You have this woman, Frances Batson, may her name live on forever and may her memory never die. Her younger brother tries to escape the freedom. He tries to get his freedom and tries to take control of his life and get from under the yoke and the oppression of one of the most heinous institutions that have ever been seen on the face of this planet. Right? And so he escapes. He is caught, brought back, beat. You know, I can imagine how traumatizing that was, but he escapes again, and she says that he was never found again. So can you imagine the years after that her and the rest of their family had to wonder what happened to him? Of course, they had to be happy that he was free, but just imagine him. He ran, made it to freedom. When the Civil War popped off, he saw his chance. He got involved with the war. Probably did some fighting, and he had to have told the soldiers, hey, this is where I'm from in Tennessee. My family is still there, and he shows back up with the soldiers to come back and get his family. That's powerful. She don't mention her brother's name, but I wish I knew her brother's name too. But her brother, may your name live on forever, and may your memory never die. That's crazy, family. That's a powerful story. But look what she says a little further on inside of the narrative, right? At this point, she says, I wasn't born when the stars fell. She is saying she wasn't born when the stars fell. Now, why is that important? I've read a lot of these narratives, right? I've read quite a bit of them. I'm the real bookworm for a reason. The first time in my life that I ever heard about the night that the stars fell was inside of these slave narratives. And the first time I read it, I didn't think nothing of it. But I saw it mentioned in another one. Then I saw it mentioned in another one. And I was like, wait a minute, what are they talking about when the stars fell? I thought it was nonsense. So I began to start doing my research, and guess what I found out, family? The night that the stars fell was actually a real event. Now, we know that it was a meteor shower, but back then they didn't know. They just called it the night that the stars fell. Look at this article, family. On November the 13th, 1833, a meteor shower known as the night stars fell became an almost religious event. A Missouri Republic reported the air was filled with brilliant and innumerable meteors shooting lawless through the sky, illuminating the earth and then passing off to the west. Another Missouri reporter said a slave actually gained his freedom while waiting to be sold because his captors ran away, thinking the reflection of the light on water meant the coming of Judgment Day. Look, this is purported to be a actual article that was ran in the Natchez Weekly Courier of Natchez, Mississippi. Right? It was purportedly ran in that newspaper November the 15th, 1833, shortly after these events took place. So I'm going to read this, but if this isn't a real article, that's on this source, okay? It's not on me. This is the only place I've seen this, but I'm gonna share it. It says, extraordinary phenomena. On the morning of Wednesday last, from midnight until daylight, the whole heavens were brightly illuminated by the glare of thousands of meteors shooting in every direction. It appeared, as some of the ignorant thought, as if all the stars in the firmament were falling. The most appeared like what is commonly called the shooting star. While others were larger and some were very large, these would leave a long bright train apparently of many rods behind them. And so that article goes on to say that people thought that it was something out of the Bible. Maybe the stars were falling because this was the last days. White people were confused. Black people were confused. And again, I began to hear about the night that the stars fell from reading these various slave narratives. But look at this, family. Check out what else she says in this narrative. This is an interesting quote. She says, after the war, there were so many German people over there that from Jefferson Street to Clay Street was called Dutch Town. So when people be talking about that melting pot that is America, there are immigrants from all over right here in America. And even after 1776, when America became America, there was still immigrants migrating over here to this country. And so we see after at the end of the Civil War, this individual is giving us a glimpse into history, saying that there was a whole area of town that had so many immigrant German people that it was called Dutch Town. Now, rightfully speaking, depending on when they came, most likely recent, the enslaved Africans had longer roots on this land than those people in Germantown, but they had more rights, more respect. All right, look, she goes on to say, I don't believe in white and black magic. I know that they asked them about magic a lot. They do talk about magic in some of the narratives. I'll probably go into that in another video. Another thing she says is, I can't think of any tales or nothing about ghosts. This says self one story that she wanted to tell. So let this story live forever, because she made sure that when she was asked about what happened in slavery, what did she want to record for future generations, people like me and you, this was one of the things that she wanted us to know. So you need to know this. Self one, about a master tying a nigger to a fence and was beating him. A Yankee come long, made him untie the nigger, and then the nigger beat the white man. So there was an incident when the Civil War was popping off and freedom was coming, that you had a white man tying a black man, and he was beating him. Along come the Yankee, the Union soldier. Along come the Yankee, tell him untie him. Right? He untie him, basically let him know he's free. Oh, the black man, oh, I'm free. What? He get the equipment and begin to beat the white man that was beating him when it was just mano, strength to strength. The white guy lost that one. But this is just some interesting moments in the life of Frances Batson, a woman who was born enslaved. There is much more inside of here, but I'm not going to read the entire thing. I think that would suffice for now. I suggest anybody, if you're interested in things like this, just start Googling. Google the federal slave narratives of Texas, of Georgia, of Tennessee, of Virginia, and this stuff will pop up, and you'll see what I'm saying. So I hope you guys like that information. And Frances Batson, born in Nashville, may your name live on forever, and may your memory never die. You are not forgotten, and may you never be forgotten, for real. This your brother Matthew Daniels, aka I'm Pooh, aka the Chosen Few, aka the Real Bookworm. But I'm not just a bookworm, world, I'm the real bookworm. Make sure you get it right. And as always, may your name live on forever, and may your memory never die. And hey, man, you guys know I'm an author. I got 4 books out, right? Click the link in the description, purchase one of those books, and get your signed copy on the way. Support literacy, family. I'm out.